Hello traders, I am Stephen Davis, Senior Market Strategist, RJO Futures. Friday morning here, December 8th, talk to you about the grain markets. I was reading some things early this morning, how the highs in crude oil are in for the year, and maybe that's the key here to the grain markets. Crude oil trading higher leads all commodities, certainly soybeans and that component, soybean oil. So we'll keep an eye on that and keep talking about that. We're going to get higher interest rates here the next Fed meeting. I'm under the impression we're going to get the next commodity cycle here. And the leaders, a lot of times you don't read about the winners on the front pages of the newspapers. You got to go look for the story. So we're going to talk about some themes here in the weeks ahead about these grain markets, and perhaps some of them can be leaders in the commodities rallying back. Our first chart today is corn, and you can see corn in very good support. We've got 2 days now of higher highs and higher lows. I don't know if it means anything. I think the next big topic you're going to hear is China buying U.S. corn. It's cheaper for them to import corn than their domestic price is. So you're starting to hear semblances of this, and we're going to keep talking about this. China needs a lot of ethanol to clean up their smog in their cities. Certainly corn and our U.S. corn to help them do this. It's a no-brainer, and it makes sense to me. So we'll keep talking about that. Okay, the soybean chart. This is the chart that I like here. You can see the rally that we've seen this week. Now we're backing and filling. There are very good rains and very good coverage in all of Argentina as I speak here in the 10 to 20 day forecast. So this is what's changing things, but I think a good theme is to buy soybeans at lower prices. So here they are, very low and very good support. We'll see what they do. I love this soybean and soybean meal story. The demand is very stout. We got USDA exports announcements of U.S. soybeans to China today. China bought 48% more soybeans than last month and 12% more U.S. soybeans than a year ago last month. So what am I getting at? China continues to buy U.S. soybeans, and they go in paces and bits and spurts, and I say a lot of times China very notorious about talking our soybean down and then coming in and buying them at lower prices. I love this story. We'll keep talking about it, and perhaps soybean meal candidates for winners in the next commodity cycle. And then the wheat market here, our next chart of wheat, you can see it's even kind of a double bottom here, a little weaker chart looking than the corn market, and we just need some export sales here to pick up some positive news. I think we got a 100-year low in acreage in Canada on hardwood winter wheat. So certainly years ago, the Kansas farmers used to plant wheat to sell to the Russians, and now the Russians are the lowest wheat producer in the world today. Everybody have an excellent weekend.